Bitcoin is back under $23,000 and making lower lows on hourly timeframes. There is some macroeconomic data to come from the Federal Reserve this week and a consumer price index release next week. BTC USD has managed to retain the majority of its spectacular January gains, totaling almost 40%. There are signs of a potential pullback with traders betting on where it may end up and key support levels at $20,000. Fed officials including Chair Jerome Powell will provide commentary on potential policy change, which could shift markets. BTC's network fundamentals are providing some stability. On-chain data is still surging ahead, with Bitcoin's network value to transaction cycle at levels not seen in 2 years. There has also been an increase in wallets with a maximum of 0.1 BTC since Bitcoin crossed the $20,000 mark once more. This week Bitcoin is in a newly bearish mood as multi-month highs fail to hold. Despite the impressive gains of the past month, traders are already betting on the potential pullback, with many looking to the $20,000 level as a potential support. This week the focus is on macroeconomic data from the Federal Reserve and the January Consumer Price Index. The markets are looking for potential policy changes from the Fed's Chair Jerome Powell, and the results of the CPI will be hotly contested. Bitcoin's network fundamentals are still providing some stability amid a turbulent environment, and there are indications that the sentiment of the market is still in the greedy stage. Ethereum's on-chain activity has seen a significant increase recently. The launch of a mini-game by Yuga Labs has been driving up interest in non-fungible tokens. Daily fees on the blockchain have more than doubled since the start of the year, while Ether has gained around 35%. Bernstein notes that Ether inflation has remained negative for over 2 weeks. It is expected to remain so with increased on-chain activity and demand. The upcoming Shanghai upgrade in mid-March is seen as the next big catalyst for Ethereum. However, some caution is expected as 70% of ETH staked has been through liquid staking pools or exchanges. Despite this, improved conviction in holding ETH in spot markets is expected. This report from Bernstein shows that Ethereum has seen a significant increase in on-chain activity and demand for Ether, with inflation remaining negative for 2 weeks. It also indicates that the Shanghai upgrade mid-March could be a key catalyst for Ethereum, though there could be some caution due to the potential influx of supply from unstaked Ether. Gavin Andresen, founder of the Bitcoin Foundation, recently changed his opinion about Craig Stephen Wright. Wright created Bitcoin Satoshi Vision and claimed it to be real BTC. Andresen initially supported Wright as the creator of Bitcoin, citing private proof shown to him in a London meeting. However, he now regrets this and refuses to further engage in the Who is Satoshi game. Wright has made numerous other moves such as patenting the Bitcoin white paper and suing those who questioned him. Despite this, the million BTC owned by Satoshi's wallet remains untouched. This has led to speculation of a group behind Satoshi and the possibility of members having died and lost the seed phrase. David Schwartz and John Deaton have both suggested Craig Wright may have been involved in Bitcoin's creation. Schwartz himself admits to modifying Bitcoin code in 2011. Gavin Andresen's change of opinion on Craig Wright highlights the complexity of the ongoing discussion about the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto. The claims made by Wright have been met with strong skepticism and opposition, however it remains to be seen if any of them will be verified. The mystery of the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto may remain unsolved for some time. Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency by market cap, has been falling for 5 days straight. It is continuing to drop on Monday, following an upward trajectory in January. This follows a strong US jobs report on Friday, and the rest of the crypto market is trading in the red on Monday. South Korea has published guidelines for security tokens ahead of regulations that will institutionalize security tokens. There are 17 related proposals being considered by the National Assembly. FTX Group has sent letters to politicians and other political beneficiaries of Sam Bankman-Fried. They have asked them to return the money by the end of the month and have reserved the right to take court action if necessary. Lila Ledesma is a CoinDesk Markets reporter based in Europe and holds Bitcoin, Ether and small amounts of other crypto assets. This article provides an overview of the current state of the crypto market, with Bitcoin trading down for a 5th consecutive day and the rest of the market trading in the red. The article also discusses the South Korean Financial Services Commission's guidelines for regulating security tokens, and FTX Group's request for the return of campaign contributions from prior to its November implosion. Cryptocurrencies have surged in 2023, with the combined market adding around $250 billion. Bitcoin is hovering around $23,000, up from under $17,000 at the beginning of the year, and other top 10 coins have also soared. The U.S. jobs report last week sparked fears of aggressive Federal Reserve rate hikes, but some believe the numbers to be seasonal noise. Fed Chair Jerome Powell and President of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, John Williams, are due to give speeches this week. These speeches will be closely watched for signs of a shift in sentiment. This surge in the cryptocurrency markets is a sign of the growing acceptance of digital currency as a viable asset class. It is clear that the market is preparing for the potential of more Federal Reserve interest rate hikes, but there is also optimism that the market is just experiencing seasonal noise. With the major figures in the Fed set to give speeches this week, investors will be watching closely to see how these comments affect the markets. Ripple Labs has completed 2 large transfers of XRP tokens in the past 19 hours, totaling nearly 400 million XRP. Ripple also made 3 other transfers of XRP worth 113 million, which were sent to and from exchanges. This follows their earlier release of 1 billion XRP from escrow, which is part of their regular wallet activity. This report from Whale Alert shows the large amount of XRP tokens that Ripple moves regularly, as well as the significant amounts of XRP transferred between exchanges. The movements of such large amounts of XRP indicate that Ripple is actively engaged in the crypto market and could be using it to manage its holdings and investments.